so good it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong, but this has never yet prevented me wanting far too much for far too long. Looking back, I could have played it differently, learned a little more before I fell, but it took time to understand the man. Now at least I know him well.
In the rough-talking, loose-living neighbor in the Village's Barn Theater production of Gemini. Now, John Graff, Jr. played my railroad-loving, very overweight young man-child, Herschel. And on our rehearsal breaks, while we were cooling it off outside, we were joined by this young fellow, a teenager, really hooked on theater, who was working the lights and or sound way up in the loft. He so loved the show, and he so loved us, that we heard him laughing, that braying laugh of his, all through the show that we were performing. Now that teenager grew up to be Nick Pelino, Jr., whom we celebrate tonight. One of his first performances was for me at Circle Players as one of the poker players in The Streetcar Named Desire. A short time later, he was the not approved of love interest of the daughter in the family of the man who came to dinner, which I had the pleasure of directing. Nick himself went on to direct plays, of course, lots of them. And when he brought Steel Magnolias to Circle, the magic again took hold on stage, and we marvel at how much his direction, his passion, his talent had stayed with us all lo these many years. At Circle, he was our buddy, our fellow actor, our multi-talented director, our president for a while, our guru. He was our Nick. And we thank you so much for coming tonight to show your appreciation of him. Now I'd like to introduce the cast of tonight's festivities. They are, hold on one second, I've got loads of paper here. Okay, they are Eric Harper. Eric, where are you? There you are. Eric Harper. Danielle Fiorello. Steve Murin. Pat Justin. Beth Hoppus. Eileen Latke. Nicole Scavone. Of course, Debbie Bell. And my favorite, John Graff, Jr.
Herschel Weinberger here in 1982. I was this big. It was the time that I met Nick Pelino, as she said. And those of you who remember that production, they got rid of my tricycle though. When I made my entrance, it was very good. I went all the way across the stage like this. And everybody laughed. I looked much funnier then. But then I ate all that food. And Nicky used to say to me, boy, can you eat spaghetti? I used to eat 2 pounds a night. But anyway, that's how I met Nick Pelino. It was right here. He was a kid, Franklin High School. The pictures out there tell the story of Nick's life. They take him from high school, they take him here to the Villagers, to Circle Players, to Playhouse 22, to Unicorn Productions. His life and his imprint was left everywhere. So right now I'd like to introduce our musical directors for the evening. Hunter Shadane, Kenneth Faulkner Alexander. And performing our first number this evening, one of Nick's favorites. He cast him in Grease, cast him in Chess. He had a New York production that we're still all trying to remember, you know, the New York productions. But right now, Eric Harper is here to sing Why God from Miss Saigon.